In today's video, we'll be talking about how to play YouTube videos in the background without subscribing to YouTube Premium. Let's jump right in. Just go to the Google Play Store, search for VMS Pro, download it and install it on your device. By the way, VMS Pro is a virtual machine which gives you another copy of Android on your Android phone. So at that point, by installing VMS Pro, you have two versions of Android running on your device. That's quite interesting, isn't it? Okay, so now we are in the VMS Pro. This is the second copy of Android which I have. I had already downloaded and installed YouTube app on my VMS Pro. So let's just open it. Now, to be able to play YouTube in the background, you have to first go to settings in your VMS Pro app, scroll down to where you have background keep alive. Background keep alive basically means that Android will not kill this particular VMS Pro in the process of optimizing battery, so that it will keep whatever app that is running in the VMS Pro, it will keep it alive for as long as you want. So once you enable that settings, you can go back to your YouTube app. Well, let's test this with some no copyright music. Now, assuming we have this music playing in our YouTube app, to put it in the background, you just tap on to keep the YouTube app playing in the background, you just tap on the floating bubble here and tap on minimize. Once you minimize, the VMS app goes into the background with your YouTube app still open and keeps playing. Now, if for whatever reason you want to pull back your VMS Pro, you either swipe it to the left, it brings out the VMS Pro in the full screen. If you do not want it to come out in a full screen, you want it to come out in a minimized fashion where you can still see your host Android application, you just tap on the floating bubble. Once you tap on the floating bubble just once, it brings out the VMS Pro interface in a minimized fashion such that you can move it around on your screen. Now, assuming you want to take action in your VMS Pro app, maybe in the Android app inside your VMS Pro, without actually maximizing it, you can tap on, there's a padlock here on the upper part of the VMS Pro mini interface. You just tap on that, it locks, so it allows you to swipe up and down. You can skip tracks, you can do whatever playback commands you want to do in your YouTube app while it is still playing in the background. Once you are done, you can X out of it and the music is still playing in the background. Of course, as you can see, this is installed on the actual YouTube app, so you don't have to go logging into some sketchy websites. And besides, you do not necessarily need the YouTube app to do this. Even if you are accessing YouTube from a browser, let's turn this off. Let's go to YouTube in the browser and also see what happens. So here we have the no copyright music playing in the background, and in this case it is playing in a browser. You are not limited to listening to YouTube in the YouTube app, so you can minimize even when you are listening to the YouTube in the browser. So you just minimize. Since what you are minimizing is actually, it is not the YouTube app or it is not the browser that you are minimizing, you are actually minimizing the VMS Pro interface. So this gives us a lot of flexibility. So in this case, even with your web browser, you can still minimize the VMS Pro interface and your music video or whatever you were listening to will still be playing in the background. If this video was useful to you, please smash the like button and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.